What's going on, Jabronis? Welcome to the latest episode of Jabroni Sports. Hey. I'm your host, AJ Firstenow. As always, you can find me on most forms of social media at AJFUERSTENAU. The Twitter handle for the show is at Jabroni Sports PC. To my right is the one, the only, Trey Montuano.
Yeah, you can find me on most forms of social media at Trey Montuano, TREMANTUANO. Go ahead and check me out on Pinterest.
Oh, okay.
That's right, guys.
I've already dropped it.
If you guys don't have a Pinterest, you should get one. You can follow like lists of cool shoes, clothes, hairstyles.
You don't really have
whatever.
a Pinterest, do you?
I absolutely have a Pinterest. Food recipes, the best way to make a steak.
This
all that action.
This is fucking
But
JJ Bella over here.
Hold on, I'm gonna say one more thing, guys. I want to be in the Sauce Bros. I'm the other Italian.
We'll take it under advisement.
Are the Sauce Bros taking applications at the moment?
Can I say what my name is? I gotta say it like.
What do you got?
All right. So Trey, that's a spicy meatball. Montuano. What do you think?
We'll take it under advisement.
Pizza time and hot and ready. We'll get back to you.
Yeah, come on. You gotta have something like that.
Gonzo, you gotta introduce.
Myself?
No.
You Johnny? All right, I'll introduce Johnny. But me, I am Gonzo. You can catch me on Blockbuster Video. You can check out my recent rentals. And at Gonzo1323 and all other forms of social media. Johnny, is my mic on? I can't hear. Oh, there we go. All right.
You got to put your headphones on to hear your mic.
Gotcha.
Turn my headphones up.
All right. And to my left, I have Johnny. Pizza time! Montuano!
I thought it was Johnny Pizza Time, James.
It's
Oh,
James.
sorry. Let me do it again.
No, please,
No,
no, it's
all
okay.
right.
All right, it's fine, it's fine. So,
Wait, catch me at GBabyLaFlair. Or just search Gianni James anywhere you go. I'm the one and only.
Johnny James,
by the
the
way-
one and only Pizza Time, James.
Lord of the Rings.
I hope people
subreddit
Lord of the
memes.
Rings memes.
Meh.
Is that what I sound like?
Yeah.
Meh.
Hey,
Wow.
just a quick side note. People really got to know how dedicated we are because we're doing this in Johnny's hot-ass house.
Yeah, we're in the
With
sauna right
no
now.
AC.
It is hot.
The fan isn't on because it would fuck up audio.
The windows are open.
The windows
not
don't.
doing a lot. Not doing a whole lot.
Sometimes when you got that heat, you gotta put it all in one room.
That's true.
Got all that
That's
heat.
true. I mean, we're gonna put out some heat right here tonight.
Well,
I'll tell you what.
Put your balls on the
Hey,
table.
Put your balls on the table.
Hey,
We're about to
guys.
bring the heat.
If
My
we're about
balls
to
are on
bring the
the
heat,
table.
we might as well figure out where's the beef. Am I right?
Johnny's balls are on the table.
Oh.
Yeah, it's true. Because I mean, what better to cook beef with than turning up the heat a little
Turn
bit?
up the heat on that beef.
That's right.
Been a while since we found the beef. So,
Trey, I
mean,
think you had a point of beef.
I got several points of beef.
where is the beef?
I had a burger for dinner, by the way.
Nice,
Where'd you
nice.
have-
How
where'd you
is
have one
that?
from?
How is that beef?
Can we talk about food?
Yeah, let's go.
What?
So this is how I like to
is
make
this
my
just the
burger.
Fat podcast?
Yeah, we got it. No, we got a pretty light.
Shouts out to I'm Fat Podcast.
Yeah, pretty
Have you
light.
listened
Pretty
to it?
light.
It's good?
sport.
Yeah, it's good.
I gotta check
It's
it out.
good. So yeah, this is how I like to make my burger. So I get the 80-20 lean to fat
Good ratio. Yeah.
and then get about an inch thick. I always
Nice.
do cast iron, way better than on the grill.
It's fucking hipster
But
over
first, I cook the bacon. Take the bacon out after it has grease in there. Put a little bit of butter in there. Saute some onion on low heat. Let that go for like 30 minutes till the onions are just like caramelized. And then after that, take that out. Put burgers in. Add a little bit of more butter, oil, whatever. And then cook them for about 4 or 5 minutes aside. Take those out. Slice up some avocado, lettuce, tomato, avocado. Top the onions, the bacon, and then I make burger sauce with like relish and mayo, ketchup, and mustard, and that's why I have gained like 100 pounds since high school.
Can we have like an accompanying video presentation that's just Trey cooking? Can we like chop up like Trey in the kitchen?
Yeah, I mean, I told you guys we should get a video camera so we can start making videos.
I'm not getting a GoPro though. That's for people who do things on the move.
Oh, hey, did
Well,
you
we
see
can
that
bring
guy?
it anywhere.
That guy GoPro'd from that mountain.
From K2.
From K2.
Yep,
Oh, dude, shouts out to K2.
And he
Yeah,
goes,
second
hey,
tallest
this,
mountain.
He skied
Wait,
down
is-
from the summit of K2.
Isn't K2 like that fake weed speed shit?
No,
Yeah,
K.
well,
It is, but also it's the
also a mountain.
second highest mountain and the most deadly mountain.
Yeah, so check this out. 1 in 4 people that attempt to climb K2 die.
25, and it's never been climbed in the winter.
Yeah,
Not once.
and he skied down it.
Yep.
The first time he tried to attempt to ski down it, he feared that he was going to cause an avalanche, so he stopped.
He was like, nah, I'm good.
And they interviewed him after he skied down it, and he said, "Oh, well, thank God I didn't have to do that anymore." And I'm like, "Yeah, well, you never had to do that, buddy." But
That was what I said, because I was talking about
You
this.
know how white people are.
And I said I was
White
like,
people
that
are
is
crazy.
like that is very much like a mountain climbing. And the other thing was too is that his friend tried to do it and died in 2009.
Yeah.
So this was like this mountain killed my friend. I'm gonna beat the mountain.
man,
hold on. He was from Poland.
I know,
and
but that's the
first of
I
all,
mindset.
don't know.
though.
I tried to ski down and slip.
And first of all, why does he have to be white? I didn't even say what color he was, and you're like, "Oh,
Because you know it's a
How
white
many-
guy.
okay, either that or they're the Nepalese people, they're the Sherpas guiding the white people. Those are the options basically. But yeah, like in my mind, I was like, wait, so since your friend died, you had to do it as well, like rather than being like, wow, that killed my friend, like maybe I shouldn't try that. Like
thank
you were
God,
like, no,
no,
I have
yeah.
to do it now. Now I have to.
Hey, who's gonna play this dude in the movie though?
That's a great
Ooh,
question.
that's a good question.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Dude, we
It'll
should buy the
probably be
rights. Hey, you should delete this part. We should buy the rights to that movie.
That is not being produced yet.
Dude, we can buy the rights.
happened?
Wait, we have to buy the rights to a guy, like
Yes.
an event that
Yes.
just happened.
That's
Yes.
how that works.
Yes.
Yeah. Don't you know? You don't know how movies get made.
Start writing that script.
That's exactly how that works. Yes.
I can see it right now in the beginning of the movie. Hot and Ready 69 Productions presents.
No,
and people
Dead
are like,
Turtle
wait,
Produ-
it's not a porno?
Right.
No, it's Dead Turtle Productions.
Yeah, it starts out with some guy putting on like climbing equipment. People are like, "Oh, this is kinky. I like it."
What are we uploading it to Pornhub?
like this. Well, no, people because if it was Hot and Ready
Yeah,
69,
free upload space.
yeah, if it was Hot and Ready 69, I mean, I think people would assume that it was some sort of an adult film, as it were. You know,
Or it was like a pizza. I don't know.
stands to reason. This is a movie about a lot of pizzas, I guess. It's 69.
About
Hey,
pizza.
It's about 69 pieces.
69 pizzas is
Hey,
a lot of
speaking of which, I
That
forgot.
could be the video of me cooking. I'll make pizzas.
Yeah,
And then it'll
boom.
be called.
And you'll make 69 pizzas.
Hey,
I just want to see that burger, though.
I just want to shout out the fact that I got the Twitter account activated too. Hot and Ready, hot letter N ready _ 69.
Underscore 69.
What do you have, 3
I
followers?
followed.
I got 2. Okay.
Yeah.
All right,
I forgot to
hold
follow
on, you're about to
myself.
have 3.
Yeah, so you might double up tonight, bud. Let me tell you,
Hot and Ready.
Hot and Ready 69 is about to start getting some traffic. Goodness gracious.
Let's go.
But yeah, I think I still want to see Trey make that burger, man. Sounds
I should have
fantastic.
taken a
I just
picture
don't
like
know
a
about
basic white
bacon.
girl.
I hate
After.
bacon. Like, to me, bacon just gets played out.
Oh, for sure.
It
But
has to be done.
There's something
perfectly.
about a bacon burger, though.
A
like-
bacon burger. You don't put no cheese on there?
Oh, yeah, so I forgot about the cheese. I use
What do you use?
Pepper jack.
Ooh, pepper jack.
I like the
great choice.
jalapeno.
Just a little spice.
Yep.
Little spice. And it's key that you put the cheese on when you flip the burger over. Because if you put
Oh,
the
of
cheese
course.
on when it's done, it's not going to melt
It's
all the
over.
way.
You should. I cover it. Too.
And if you microwave your burger with the cheese on it, you're a loser.
no,
Because
all
you dried
do-
out your burger.
All you do is you put the lid over your whatever pan you're
Right.
using.
You can add a little water if you like.
If you like.
There's
I
options.
just
There's options.
I just
By the
like
way,
that bacon grease.
the
Soak
sweet-
everything up.
The sweet and spicy or whatever, the new sauce at fucking Popeyes,
Very good.
very, very good.
Popeyes is very good.
It tasted like honey mixed with like, what's that hipster shit? Chipotle?
Oh, habanero,
Sriracha.
Sriracha.
I was like, Chipotle is kind of hipster, but not the way you mean
Is
it.
that the
actually,
sauce you used?
That's actually the name
No,
of
that's
a
like
whole hipster
what it
restaurant.
tasted like. It tasted like honey and sriracha.
Oh, thought we were talking about Popeyes for a second. I got excited.
See what happens
We
when
were.
you mention
We
beef
were.
and
That
you
was
go,
the new sauce at Popeyes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm. The guy from Popeyes. I go to Popeyes at least twice a week. It's right by my work.
Naturally.
Johnny's a healthy guy.
Gonzo was so mad. He's like, "That's the new sauce. We're the sauce bros. You need to know this."
I'm trying to educate people on sauces, and you're just out here not knowing them.
It was whack. I didn't like it.
Wow.
Guys,
You gotta stick with the black and pepper ranch all day.
Guys,
Bacon pepper ranch is too rich for
if
my
Johnny's
blood.
out of the sauce bros, just let me know.
I might have to make a phone call after this podcast.
I'll be ready for you anytime.
Anytime,
Anytime?
I'm here.
Megan called me.
Sometimes I am on the road, but most of the time I'll be there.
Every time.
Shout out to Noah Gallinari, hollering at Megan Fox.
Danilo.
Danilo Gallinari.
All right,
What is this?
we started off.
Are we gonna have a grill
Wildly
battle?
inappropriate.
Shorewood, Wisconsin?
Swearing,
What is this?
pornos.
Yeah, you
It's
guys.
their sister's
Holy
invite.
Very
shit,
Russian.
I haven't
We're
even
not
opened
normally
this.
this
This shit is way too fancy. Have you seen this?
What is that?
Yeah, let's talk about stuff that we're looking at on the podcast.
Why not?
Let's
Anyway,
how about we talk about sports?
There's gonna be hold on.
There's food on there.
There's gonna be a ceviche station. Like that's dope. Empanada station, ceviche station, taco station. I hope I'm going to this wedding. Is this your sister's wedding?
Yeah.
Oh,
Do we think we need to do a Jabroni Foods, maybe?
just have an offshoot. That's what this is, I thought.
This is the dopest menu for a wedding I've ever seen.
Hey, Johnny, it's the middle of summer. There's not much going on. Let us roll for a minute.
At least we got to pretend to talk about something.
All right, I'll talk about sports. Let's talk about the Bulls.
All right, let's talk about the Bulls. So
we have to.
I thought it was. No, I don't have anything.
Where's
It
the
could be
beef?
good, though.
Where's the beef? Let's talk about Urban Meyer.
Yeah,
Urban
you
Meyer,
wanted to open.
Yeah, you have that
He's
one
just
in the chamber.
like a slimy guy.
You really?
I don't think that's ever been questioned.
He plays the Christian thing a lot.
He also was good guy coach because he retired to like spend more time with his family and like he'd work on his health and stuff. Like in his prime, he like didn't coach for what, like 3 years.
And then he came right back.
Yeah.
Don't misread me or get me wrong. Like
Don't get it twisted.
If he's Christian, more power to him. Absolutely, 110%. But don't play that and then have a guy on your staff that was, being investigated for domestic abuse multiple times that you kept on staff and then fired when they exposed you. So if you don't know, Urban Meyer had an assistant who he coached at Bowling Green, hired him in 2009 and was quickly investigated for domestic assault. And Urban Meyer said that he forwarded on to the powers that be.
Which you find a lot of times in these cases where there's high-profile people. Like, that's usually sort of, they're like, I did what I'm supposed to do. Like, Penn State, you saw a lot of the same.
According to the rule book,
yeah.
I followed protocol.
Yep, I followed, like, university guidelines, and that's usually just, like, telling, I don't know, like, campus police or something, So it's a pretty common, like, hide behind that move. I'm sorry, but anyways.
Well, I'll give him a pass on the first one because I don't know the details, and obviously the guy wasn't convicted.
But not like they're going to be like, hey, Urban, your boy's got to go. Like,
yeah, no, he's the head coach. Like, I'm pretty sure he can fire him.
Yeah.
Like, he doesn't need you got to
But I'm saying they're not even going to tell him to fire him. They don't want to do anything to piss off Urban Meyer.
They obviously didn't. But here's the problem is that happened, and then he said that him and his wife advised him, counseled him. I'm not sure what that means. I don't know if Urban Meyer is a domestic abuse expert.
Maybe he consoled them and he got it mixed up.
He moonlights. That's what he does.
I don't know.
And when he's not coaching Division I football at the highest level, he's a great listener.
Yeah, so he was
really
kept.
I'm all ears.
I'm here for you.
He was kept on staff in 2002 or 2012. Sorry, it's not like Benjamin Button. But he had another incident, I believe, and then in 2015 another incident. And that's where my major problem with the whole situation comes in. Like, it happened 3 times. Like, there's something to it. And Urban Meyer didn't do anything those other times. And then just recently, I think it was this week, he ended up firing him after nothing new happened. The 2015 incident was brought to light again. And after being asked multiple questions in the Big Ten presser, Urban Meyer just gave just didn't really answer the question. Said our football team's moving on, and then he gave that cliche. I forget what it is. It's like E plus P equals something. I don't know.
What equals PE, and that's why Phi-On happens.
No, it's like
he was doing algebra out there.
It's like pause, process, and then come up with a solution. I forget what the saying is called. But my problem is that he's playing it off like he always does, that he's the good guy, and he tried to help them through the situation, but refused to talk in any way, shape, or form about the wife that has been through all this. And, I think she's the most important person in this whole entire situation. It's not about Urban Meyer, Ohio State, or this coach.
No, it's definitely about her, but I think it just kind of shows how much power these guys have. Like, the whole Penn State thing was much worse, but
sure.
Like, just think about how much power these guys have that stories don't come out for 20, 30 years. Like,
also, I hate Urban Meyer because the Badgers have that quarterback who's like in the top 3 for I think it's the 2019 recruiting class, and Urban Meyer tried to steal him after he already committed.
That sounds about right.
Classic Urban Meyer move. They kept him. He said he wants to go nowhere other than Wisconsin.
On Wisconsin, Wisconsin.
Yeah, that's the lyrics. On Wisconsin.
Yeah, right?
Sorry, was that the most serious 3 minutes of the entire podcast?
Yeah, no, I had to lighten it up. I mean,
I don't think so. I don't know. Well, my whole thing, too, is I think it's super telling. He wouldn't have done anything if it hadn't come to light. That's obvious. You can try to talk around it, but like you said, the most recent one happened in 2015. Nothing new has happened since then other than people found out about it. So if he's, the whole patience and time and it's a what happened? What happened now that all of a sudden this guy wasn't worth your patience and he wasn't worth your time?
The media.
Yep, because now he was too big of a distraction.
Well, we know how long Cosby went without anybody finding something out until
Thank you, Hannibal
Buress said something and everybody's like, oh, yeah.
Yeah,
my God.
that happened.
Oh, shit, we didn't know. Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, Smith.
Hey,
the guy's name is Zach Smith. He was arrested for aggravated battery of his pregnant wife.
Oh, even better.
Oh, that's...
No charges were filed.
Classy guy. Wow.
Well, you don't get arrested for no reason.
Hey, I mean, speaking of people that get
well,
away with
unless you're
things
Sterling
forever,
Brown.
R. Kelly's just put out a song yesterday.
Yeah, can we just, for a second, R. Kelly has a sex cult of people that he keeps trapped in his basement. Can we, please, as a society, stop listening to R. Kelly music? At what point is a person...
He made a song called I Admit It. That's the name of the song. It's 19 minutes long. I didn't listen to it, but I'm just saying.
It's out there, but at what point can we, be all right, well, even though you make some bangers that I would enjoy listening to...
Sorry, guys, I
can't
don't
do
mean
it.
to keep talking about this, but 6 years later, after he was arrested and no charges were filed, he was arrested again for felonious assault. How do you say that? Felonious?
Felonious, yeah.
Felonious assault and domestic battery. Again directed at his ex-wife with whom he split in 2016.
What does felonious mean?
Means it's
It's a felony.
Yeah,
What, are you sure it's just not felonies?
that's felonious. Then the adjective would be felonious.
Felonies?
No,
Felonious?
Because what are you doing something that's at a felony level of illegality?
I'm just glad somebody else
would be
didn't know how
felony.
to say that word.
A felonious level.
There's a difference
It's
between
embarrassing.
assault and felonious assault. Assault is just if I went up to you and
It's just a funny word. I know
it's
what
a
you mean,
funny
but
word.
it's a real
but
word.
it's not. It's
Yeah.
not a funny thing.
I was gonna say felonious domestic abuse is not super entertaining.
Yeah, I've never heard the word before, so.
That's that. Now you did. There you go.
E plus R equals O. That's the saying that
That's
he
not
used.
true. Those aren't. I don't know how he
E
got to
plus
that.
R equals O?
Yeah.
You press pause and get your mind right. Step up, press pause and gather information. Get your mind right.
How do you
gather
press
energy.
pause in life?
And then step up and do the right thing.
Wow.
Wait.
Then step up 9 years later and do the right thing.
That's what I'm saying. He knew about this track record all along.
So how are you doing the right thing if it took you 9
he's
years?
saying now he is because he stopped.
I don't care. You didn't do it for all this
Right.
time.
That's my whole beef.
Terrible.
That's the
That
beef.
is terrible.
And he's playing the good guy,
Yeah.
the good guy card.
Can I-
I'm Urban Meyer. I took time.
Why
off
at
for
the
my
very
family.
least you not hey guy, I can't have you around anymore.
Yeah. These are all valid points.
I would hope that any of you guys. I'm sorry. AJ.
It's okay.
I would hope that any of you guys, if I did something like this, was I don't ever want to talk to you again.
I
You
would.
need to get your mind right.
Yeah,
your mind right.
Get your mind right. I might, give you the benefit of the, like you said, maybe one time, who knows, extenuating circumstances, but this is a pretty clear pattern of behavior.
I don't even think I'd give you one time.
No.
No.
All I get is one time.
You're better than that. Don't stoop yourself to the same level as this scumbag.
That's Zach Smith.
Yeah, come on, man.
I just was gonna say that for me, this sort of is part of a larger picture of football. Football as a sport, I think, is at some measure of crisis right now. Youth levels are at an all-time low. A lot of programs can't field as many teams as they used to. The CTE, concussion protocol stuff. The more information that comes out there, the more parents don't want their kids to play football.
So less money?
Understandably so. Well, my whole thing is during this time, football coaches seem to be reacting to this by showing their ass constantly. You had Harbaugh give his some dumb cracker speech about how football is the last chance for men to be men in America.
That's football. Let them play.
Yep, and then Larry Fedora, North Carolina's head coach, he gave some crazy crackhead speech at the AAC media day, and he was like, I went and I talked to a 5-star general, and I said, why are we so damn good at being an army? And he said, you know what, Larry? Let me tell you the truth. It's because we're the only football playing country in the world. And I was sitting there and I was like, that's the biggest crock of shit I've ever heard in my life. Like, we win wars because we're good at football? Yeah. Like, I'm pretty sure we beat Japan because of nuclear bombs. I don't think it had much to do.
That was football play.
That's fake news. What they really did is they went over there and they played football against the Japanese. We whooped their ass.
Do you guys ever have the chance anymore to watch a football game in like a dive bar?
I try not to.
I do it all the time. That's the best place to watch it.
Johnny's the only person who does it voluntarily here.
It's the best place to watch
Trey
it.
does it.
Yeah.
I think I did it a few times. And also, when I was working at the restaurant, people would come in during brunch and watch the game once in a while. And it's just so funny when the flag flies and some guy just...
come on!
Literally uses his head as a battering ram to another guy's head. And they're just like, it's football! Oh, come on! I can't watch this anymore. What are we playing, Tiddlywinks out there?
Might as well play soccer.
You know that these guys are killing themselves at like age 40. Like, you know, like these guys can't walk. They can't remember why they went into a room 5 years after they're done playing. But like, I like when they had the jacked up segment on ESPN. Like,
who doesn't like jacked up?
Everyone did, but dude, it's more complicated now. Like, information makes you think about it.
That's the problem, though.
Speaking of jacked up, though, I did watch a classic the other day. Me and AJ did.
A classic episode of Jacked Up?
No, a classic episode.
This is a hard turn here.
Of World's Strongest Man.
Oh wow.
2003.
What were we talking about?
We're talking about, Jacked Up.
I was just talking about football coaches being...
That's the problem. I like watching football.
Yes.
Love it.
Because
great sport.
I like so many aspects of the game, and one of them is I like watching people hit people, but you don't need to use your head as a battering ram on another guy's head.
Especially with all that we know, man. Like, we know too much now. Like, you can't do that anymore. It's not smart.
Let's be honest. People going into it nowadays, they got the information, like, this isn't good for you, so they can make their own choice if they want to go out there and play football or not.
I don't think it's...
That's true.
I still think there's at least a percentage of them that are like, CT's.
There's been football players who just quit.
I know, but I still think there's a percentage of NFL players
who
did
middle linebacker from Wisconsin?
You guys are both right.
Chris Borland.
Chris Borland just got up and quit.
He retired as a rookie.
And he could have been great.
There is also unavoidable head injuries. Like, sometimes you're going to tackle someone and his head moves down and it happens.
It's a violent game.
But they usually...
Look what happened to Steelers.
Ryan Shazier.
Mm-hmm.
Ryan Shazier.
Oh, that was bad. I saw that live.
Yep, same. That
Good.
was
Fuck the Steelers.
Yep.
I'm kidding.
Wow. Mute his mic.
I'm kidding about the Ryan Shazier thing, but I'm not kidding about fuck the Steelers.
Fuck the Steelers.
I'm very serious.
I'm
just a few plays earlier to that. Vontaze Burfict gets hit helmet to helmet. It's on the ground. The dude stands over him, and everybody's like, "Yeah, he deserves that."
Yeah, an animal.
Fuck off.
You fucking animal.
The worst injury I ever saw was
Johnny Knox.
Yeah. I thought Johnny Knox was dead.
Mm-hmm. That was bad.
Yeah, there's been some horrific ones.
AJ, what were we talking about, seriously?
I was just talking about how my overarching point was that the more they let these college football coaches talk, the worse the game looks as a whole, and the less I would be like, I would not trust my son to like be under this person's supervision for the next 3 or 4 years.
Oh yeah,
because they can't string together sentences that make sense. I'm like, I don't want my kid to be like that. Like, that's terrible. Like,
yeah, I've told you guys before, my son will never ever touch a football field.
And you played football in high school.
And I played football in high school.
You know,
I played football before that. I played football since I was in 3rd grade. To me, and there is absolutely no need for anybody to hit each other until high school. There should be flag football up until that point.
That's an awesome point. Because youth football, you're not going to get good fundamental tackling. You're not going to have kids that are like wrapping up. You're gonna have kids that are dropping their heads. You're gonna have kids that are like turning their bodies because they don't want to hit like head on. You know,
That Friday Night Tykes is a disgusting show.
Oh, that's one of the worst shows I've ever seen.
Yeah,
it's bad.
No, that is horrible. It's like, and like, it's all the adults too that are like just the worst. Again, the worst. Like all these coaches are the worst people. I'm telling you.
Why don't we go back to the leather helmets? If you don't have the helmet on, man, you're not going to hit each other. Look at rugby, man. They don't wear helmets.
You know what though? Flag football is picking up. There's I think ESPN's like nationally televising a tournament.
It's like I watched one game where it was like Team Ocho Cinco versus Team Tio or something like that. Yeah.
Apparently, you can't swat people's hands away going at your flag. I played flag football a few times. Now just swatting people's hands away as I got the ball, so they can't get my flag.
Yeah, that's illegal.
You're always a cheater.
I don't think
Get out of here! Get out of here!
Didn't Ron Rivera say something stupid about football too? I don't remember what it was.
Riverboat Ron? Oh, man, I like Ron Rivera. I always thought he was one of the less lunkhead coaches in the league.
I do too.
Oh, hey, who's the biggest lunkhead coach in the league?
Oh, that's really hard.
Gotta be John Gruden.
Oh yeah, he's in the league again.
Oh,
so
yeah.
John
said about sabermetrics and analytics.
Exactly.
Yeah, we're just gonna play football.
John Gruden doesn't understand how to turn on his computer. Like John Gruden has to call like one of his younger relatives.
John Gruden turns the monitor on and keeps saying, "It's on. I pressed the button."
He's one of those guys.
Yep.
Oh,
He's the guy that gives Johnny the call at work, like, hey, my computer won't work. And Johnny's like, did you hit the on button? Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
too many of those people.
I hit the side twice.
Hey, I get
It plugged in.
I get what Gruden's saying about analytics and stuff. It's better to see the game in person than take what you know about the game from the stats.
That's a part of it.
And these stats will never reveal, they reveal a little bit of the game.
That's a part of it, but to say that doesn't have any effect on anything,
they're a tool.
Just foolish.
They're a tool.
They're a tool.
Just like if I were to ask you, if me and you were scouts and I asked you what your opinion of a guy was, that's another tool.
Well, what Gruden was saying is like he's not going to throw away all these stats. He's saying I'm going to go out there and watch my team watch other teams play, and make my decision about that.
But why are you?
Some people, they mix up stuff when they're speaking.
But that's like going to war with, like, you have a gun and you go to war with a knife instead. Like, why?
You're limiting yourself. Yeah, you're just limiting it because I don't think
that's good analogy.
I want to hear the I feel a Johnnyism coming on. Don't bring a knife to a gunfight.
Don't bring a knife to. You watch the game. These analytics.
You don't think the coach watches the game, you idiot?
You watch to watch the game.
You watch to watch the game.
I think all that any of this stuff is to confirm the eye test. That's what most of this is used for. You look at it after you watch players play, and you're like, I felt like so-and-so did this. And then you see numbers that confirm it, or you see numbers that might go against that. And then you look at it the next time with maybe a more critical eye. You're like, maybe that wasn't the case. So now it makes you sort of take a deeper look at the preconceived notions that you had going into that evaluation. There's not a single person in any professional sport on any level that looks at a piece of paper and is like, all right, it says these are our 5 best players. Here we go. That's stupid. No one would do that.
I didn't go that far. I'm saying
you kind of did.
You said you don't need it.
Yeah,
I think analytics are overrated. That's basically what I was saying.
By who?
By the overall consensus of people. Listen.
That's okay, coaches. That's pretty vague, but okay.
Listen, coaches will get it. They'll do the eye test. They'll do the analytics. They'll take it all. But there's these.
Steve Kerr's one of the biggest analytics guys in pro basketball.
So I'm sick of. I sound like Charles Barkley right now. Yep. I'm sick of these nerds. I'm sick of these nerds sitting on their computers thinking they know how the game went by looking at some stats. Come on, Ernie.
Ernie, why you put this game on?
Too many people decide games by looking at stats, looking at analytics, saying this guy's so good.
No one does that, though.
People do that all the time.
No, they don't. That's
all the time.
Who? Give me any tangible examples of who does this. Though.
I don't know.
This is such a straw man. You say you said the people overall as a whole, which means nothing.
Dude, I'm on sites all the time. Like I go on Reddit sports sites. I'm on like chat rooms and stuff. These people
Johnny's on chat roulette.
These people actually believe this. They believe that analytics determines the game and stuff like that. And don't get me wrong, it has a big part on the game. But the eye test is more important. I'm sick of people putting so much powder in the analytics keg.
So much powder?
So much powder in the analytics keg. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you don't put powder in a keg.
So wait,
why don't you? You're trying to make explosives.
You started off by saying that...
I thought it was like a beer keg.
You said analytics, F it, that doesn't make sense. And then you said that it's a part of the game. So
I said
you just don't like how much it's factored in? Or?
That's what I'm saying. People take too much into the analytics and don't watch the actual game.
Why do you think every professional team has an analytics department?
I'm not saying against professional teams. I understand that professional teams know what they're doing. They're professional teams. They take it like they should. I'm saying like the average fan watching a game nowadays.
Yeah, but who cares what the average fan thinks?
Why does that matter to you?
We're talking about
because we're talking to average fans right now over our podcast.
Johnny talks to the most average fans at bars.
Why? But what AJ and I were saying is that analytics matters, in all sports, and that's
I mean, it's just a fact. Like, every team, like he said, has an analytics
Facts.
department.
Why is it wrong to know more about players than less?
I don't think you guys are understanding what I was
Like,
saying.
what?
No, what you're saying is you
I'm
care
saying
about
it's
what
overrated.
people say on Reddit and all that about analytics, and you're saying that they're wrong. But who cares what they have to say? We're saying what actually matters in the.
I'm just
in
saying
that particular sports.
analytics are overrated. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, fine.
I think analytics are overrated.
Let's talk about something else.
Johnny thinks
Bunch
it's
of
a smaller-
nerds with their calculators trying to
Johnny, I
trying to
understand your
decide
point.
how good basketball players
You're saying that it's just a smaller tool.
Yes.
Like, it's not as big a piece of the pie.
Right. If you're baking a pizza pie, okay.
What do you think percentage-wise that is?
Percentage-wise,
Yeah,
I
like,
think
yeah. What do you think?
Okay,
like,
I would
what do
say-
you think it is analytics to versus scouting, traditional scouting?
We'll do just all stats. We're not going to do analytics. All stats compared to scouting, watching the guy play.
What
I
are,
would be-
what are all stats?
What do you mean?
Three
Hold on,
categories.
What are all stats?
like points, rebounds?
Yeah, points,
box
rebounds,
Score, box score numbers?
Box
box
score numbers. I get it. I get
stats. So I would go about 80% eye test, 20% stats. Maybe 85-15.
I think that's fair, though.
That's fine.
I think that's right in there. I think that's
Okay,
what it is.
then after all this,
what
we
about,
agree.
Wait, you said stats, eye test, and wait, there's 3 categories
No,
or 2?
there's stats in the eye test. You watch the guy play, and then you gather his stats afterwards.
That's exactly what.
But no,
that's
what about
people do.
analytics are more than just stats.
Well, I'm saying stats in general. There's stats and there's analytics, but analytics are stats. They're
so
numbers.
you're saying combined all that.
Combine all those to just stats.
Okay, I would agree.
85% eye test, 15% stats is how it should be. But too
I
many
might be
people
more
go
80-20.
off.
Johnny, I think you're
80-20.
reading too many articles online about analytics because you're getting your opinion from people on
There's
the interwebs.
You know, the
where-
people who are going to write those articles are people that are analytics guys.
You know who people are listening to our podcast?
analytics guys.
The average fan. Maybe
average
they're
analytic.
analytics guys.
Maybe they are. Yeah, I would agree.
Shout out if you're an analytics guy.
Yeah, I mean,
Analytics matter in sports like baseball.
You
Analytics
said
would matter a lot
20%
more.
though. That's a decent amount.
yeah.
I'm saying 15. I'll go back a little
All right,
bit on
15.
that.
Okay.
I'll go
15
back
in
a
all
little bit on
sports,
that.
or what?
No,
Give us a
basketball.
breakdown.
Basketball.
15.
Yeah, soccer I'd go about 5. Unless you get 5% stats, 95% watching the game.
Okay.
Baseball I'd go 50-50.
50-50.
Maybe a little 60-40 action.
Baseball is
side of eye
definitely
test.
where it matters the most.
Yeah.
I think.
Sports like hockey are
I
very
think
low.
it matters more in soccer than your 5%. More than 5%.
I don't know what analytics are in soccer, so I can't.
Soccer is-
discuss.
it's
The
tough to
distance
come
that
up with
somebody
stats
would
like-
cover would probably be really important,
Yep.
especially if you're on the back line.
Like distance traveled is
Yeah,
a good
that's a big
because
one.
Distance
goals
traveled,
assist
that's-
is so tough to just
Oh, yeah.
determine a player by
Well, look
goals
at-
assist.
Look at Harry Kane won the Golden
Hold on.
Boot in the World
yeah, and
Cup.
he had
then-
penalty kicks. He had a
Yeah,
ball that bounced
yeah.
off his. I'm not saying Harry Kane's a bad player,
No.
but
Do they?
he's a great player
Are they
actually.
historical?
Historical. What are you talking about?
Like,
So-
were there analytics for any of basically before the last 10 years is probably
Before the
all.
last 10 years of
Soccer-
soccer, there's nothing besides goals and assists.
Okay.
I know
But
that for
basketball.
I know that for
possession
baseball
time.
they've done it all the way back to like Babe Ruth.
No, I think
Yeah.
they just can. I don't think there's numbers
Yeah.
they don't need. Like soccer, miles traveled, you don't have that.
I think they
Now
they
you
had
do.
possession.
But I'm saying back then, that wasn't something you
Oh,
tracked. Whereas
no.
baseball, it's just
No.
figuring the numbers you already
Right.
have differently.
I bet they got possession pretty earlier because you just need a stopwatch. It's a lot of ticking on the stopwatch. But
But what
now
about basketball? How
now
long?
they got distance traveled, they got touches, they got pass accuracy,
tackles won,
tackles
Tackles
won,
won, that's
tackles
important.
lost.
successful challenges. Yeah.
Yeah.
What about basketball? Is there how old do those go back?
Probably 15, 20 years.
Okay.
Well, I would say
Because Jordan had all those, right?
More they existed. They become more mainstream, I'd say, in the last 5 to 10 years. Though.
well, there was always points. Then they came up with assists, and then they came up with rebounds. They started keeping track of rebounds.
What about hockey
They didn't
assists?
come up with that.
They came.
They're like, hey, we should count it. That guy caught it.
Yeah, they
what
came-
happens when they miss a shot?
I am
come
going
up
to
with-
call that an assist.
Hey, Johnny, who invented basketball?
The Canadians,
You don't know?
Naismith,
Which one? There's 2 though.
John,
James.
James, Joe,
James R. Naismith.
Yeah.
Steve Naismith,
Nope.
Hung a peach basket on the wall.
Bobby Naismith.
All right, let's talk
Bobby
about something
Roode.
else.
Hey, let's talk. Can I
wanna
can I
talk
slip
about-
wrestling in?
I thought you wanted to talk
No,
about
no.
Chase Budinger in the Olympics.
No,
His
no, no.
Olympic
There's a
bid.
big wrestling announcement.
Go ahead.
You don't want me to announce it?
Go ahead. No, I said go ahead.
All
Go
right.
for it.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. I know you guys don't care. Most of the people don't care, but I think it deserves a shout out. But there's an all women's pay per view in October,
Yep.
and it's like a normal, I don't know, 3-4 hour, however long the goddamn pay-per-views are, pay-per-view, and it's all women.
That's good. Women have made it a long way in the WWE. It's definitely a whole different thing for women's
cool story
matches.
to share. I don't have much else on it. It's going to be fun.
I heard this earlier today that I've been hearing for a long time about the NBA playoffs. Just do the top 16 teams. I heard it again today. Have we talked about that? Do you guys want to talk about that?
We've talked about it a little bit.
We've covered. I know Adam Silver shot it down.
But I don't even know why we.
Rightfully so.
Yeah, I think it's dumb. I think it's unnecessary. And if like everyone wants to go to the West, then you know what you're getting into. You know you're going into that like powder keg of like teams.
Yeah.
Also, legitimately, some of the travel schedules would look crazy. Like you don't a Portland Boston first round series. That's ridiculous.
Can
You'd
I
have
make
to
a
do the entire
suggestion?
schedule.
Yeah.
What about redoing the NBA as far as like where lines are drawn?
Who would you trade for? What would you move?
I don't know. I'd have to look at like a map of teams.
There's a lot more teams in the East than the West is pretty spread out. I know OKC is pretty East, but
honestly,
the most Western team is the Bucks.
I'll say if you're gonna balance
Wolves
if you're gonna balance
Wolves
it
are in
the
the
West.
Oh,
Yeah, because if you're gonna balance it, you'd probably swap out the Bucks and the Bulls for the Pelicans and the Grizzlies. Would make the most sense because those two, like Memphis,
they're the West in hockey, aren't they?
Yeah, the Hawks are in the West.
Yeah.
Yep. But like geographically speaking, though, that would make the most sense. Like Memphis,
We are the Midwest.
Memphis isn't very.
I think that
Memphis isn't very.
travel schedule would be too hard.
Yeah. So are they thinking about
How is the
keeping?
travel schedule okay now when you go from Memphis to LA?
You had you had a New Orleans Portland series too that sucked for travel schedule.
That's true.
Are we talking about?
I'm talking about the regular season.
Yeah. Are you doing the entire schedule in the regular season?
Yeah, I'm
I
just,
guess
you would
they could
have
always.
to make it
I guess
fair.
they could always arrange it. You know, like where you play teams in a general area. You know, go one from
Because
Are you thinking-
How
in
would
that
you- how would you
situation,
draw
if you're
crowds,
taking
though?
if you're taking the top 16 teams in that situation, every team has to play another team the equal amount. You can't have like the East plays each other and the West plays each other.
It's fairly easy though.
But listen.
Okay.
If you do it like that, you got Eastern teams playing Eastern teams, and a bad team will get lots of wins because there's lots of bad Eastern teams. Then all of a sudden, that team has a better record than a team in the West that's going against these top dogs.
what are you talking about?
Hold on,
I'm talking about. Go ahead.
I'll say this is going to be my counter. There's 30 teams, so there's 29 other teams besides you. You play those 29. I mean, you play everyone 3 times. You're there more or less. Like that's 87. So it's a little too many. So it'd be like a handful of teams you'd only play twice. But like, it's not that hard to balance it if you wanted to.
What if we did North versus South?
Maybe I don't know.
I don't like.
I mean, that's pretty spread out.
What is this, a civil war?
Yeah.
You have the Heat and the
sorry.
Lakers on the same.
Bad timing.
I'm not sure I like the precedent for North
Yeah,
versus South.
it's bad timing.
That's kind of what our That's kind of our.
How are you
country's at.
measuring it? If you're north of the Mason-Dixon line, you
Of
play.
course.
Again, I think there's gonna be a lot more northern teams. The South's pretty open. The South is gonna make a run for it.
Could you just go to the north and be like, oh, I live in the north now?
It's gonna be the South
No,
finals.
because you're an NBA team. You can't just.
Yeah, it's not the Olympics like the North versus South.
The Spurs change their mailing address to Kenosha.
Fuck San Antonio.
We don't want them.
Never forget, Johnny. Never forget. Fuck San Antonio.
What, the Alamo?
No, fuck San Antonio.
That's in San Antonio.
Johnny didn't forget it either because he told us about it just now. Like
Johnny
fuck,
forgot.
what, the Alamo.
Never forgot about the
I
Alamo.
didn't forget that shit. All right, so if you thought I did, I didn't.
Big Texan.
Remember the time I think me and AJ watched wrestling and they had a sign in the front row in San Antonio that said "fuck" or no, what did it say?
Kenosha sucks.
Kenosha sucks.
Yeah, it's San
Where was
Antonio.
Yeah,
That was in
San Antonio.
yeah. There's some
At a wrestling
Shots
show.
fired by
I
San
know,
Antonio.
right?
I know we don't fuck with San Antonio.
some serious shade.
What did we do to San Antonio?
Dude, it was probably a dude from Racine who was on vacation in San Antonio. He's like, fuck Kenosha, bro. I'm right on the side.
Kenosha sucks.
Take it easy on me.
He was on. So he was he was from Racine and he went to San Antonio on vacation and
watch-
then went to Monday Night Raw.
Yes.
And bought
Yeah.
a ticket on the hard camera side and made a sign that said Kenosha sucks.
Yeah.
I feel like it's way more likely it was a Kenosha person who moved to San Antonio and didn't like when they lived in Kenosha.
It was a guy from Racine.
We gotta
who
find
went
this
down
clip.
there.
I like your vacation scenario though.
He went down there.
Very
Actually,
plausible.
It was last second. Kenosha did him wrong or something. He was at a bar on like Saturday. And like somebody was like, "Fuck off! You got in a fight."
Yeah.
So he took off. He went.
It was probably
When
you.
am I getting on TV next? And so
fair.
we took a plane down to San Antonio to get on Raw. and then he said Kenosha sucks, and he really hit us, man.
Yeah, I mean,
he really got us.
It's out there.
You forgot though, so did it?
Years later,
I didn't forget about the Alamo.
Hey,
I did.
guys,
Please, I'm leaving.
This isn't a beef, but this is just fun story. I think. How about Jimmy G? How about young Jimmy Garoppolo out there
out here banging porn stars?
So
I don't know about this.
What? You don't know about this?
I don't know about this.
Oh man, Jimmy G.
Know about
yeah,
this?
Jimmy G was.
You know about this?
You know about that? You heard about this?
You heard about this? You seen this? Huh? You heard about Jimmy G and the porn stars? Huh? Yeah, no. Jimmy Garoppolo, man. He went out on a date with porn star Kiara Mia, I believe is her name. That's how it's pronounced.
Okay.
He went on a date with her, and obviously it's Jimmy Garoppolo and a porn star, so people saw it.
Yeah.
Cameras happened, and afterwards, Jimmy was like, I was surprised that it was a big deal. It's a learning experience. I was like, yeah, of course it is. You're just like, I guess I can't just bang random whores.
I don't see the big deal.
I don't either, but
I don't think it's a huge deal.
I think it's exactly what you'd expect a 26-year-old starting quarterback to do who lives in California.
Well, at least he wasn't paying for it.
Yes. He said life is different now.
What was that voice? Gonzo, do that again.
Dude, Jimmy G, I didn't know I couldn't do that. I thought I'm a big star here.
Dude, everyone's like, Jimmy G's so handsome, he's the next Tom Brady.
They're like, whoa, this guy's a hunk. I'm like, yeah, porn star, nice.
Who's good at? I want to have sex. Who's good at sex?
I saw him
porn
across
stars.
the room at Olive Garden. I was like, yo, bro, I gotta give me a slice of that though. I jerked off to it so many times.
He is Italian though, isn't he, Garoppolo?
Yeah, he's gotta be.
I saw a broad from across the valley guy and say, "Hey, how you doing?" You know.
I didn't know where to go for Italian food out here.
There's nowhere to go, but Olive Garden.
I didn't know. I just I was familiar. I've been there. I know what I expect.
Dude, I love the soup.
Dude, the soup and breadsticks and free salad all day though. I got a little sponsorship deal, so I gotta take the money where I can get it. But she's sitting across the restaurant.
Do you think his old teammate Gronk hit him up like, nice job?
Oh, bro, that was Stuart. That was awesome, man. Hey, pass it my way.
Hey, Jimmy, it's Gronk. You changing your number to 69 this year?
Nice.
That's a good one. If Gronk would have done that, it's a good one.
Hey, FaceTime me so we can fist bump.
Yo, soy fiesta.
Trey, all the veins were popping out of your neck on that one.
You got to when you're Gronk, man.
That's just because he's sweating so much. He's dehydrated.
Oh, Jesus.
All of our veins are showing.
It's hot and ready.
We're in a puddle of our own sweat. Where are we at on time? Can I get a break just
my
so I
balls
can
are
go
stuck
outside?
to my insides.
Dude, I don't know. What's the best restaurant in San Francisco?
Probably Olive Garden.
Dude, probably Olive Garden. There's just a bunch. I don't know. There are all these hipsters, and they're like, "Oh, you gotta try that." Dude, I'm Jimmy G. I just want to eat a solid bowl of pasta.
I want to take a nice baked Olive Garden.
Yeah, you know what? I want to get some baked ziti. What's wrong with that?
The 2 for $19.99 is a great deal, and you get all you can eat breadsticks.
Come on, I can't get a good
I
dish
load
of
up
spaghetti and meatballs anywhere around here, so I gotta go to Olive Garden.
Dude, I had Chef Boyardee 2 nights in a row. I had to break the trend, bro. I had to get out there a little bit. I was like, dude, I'm getting hungry. I want some real food, and this is as close as I get. Like,
but then she was there. I said, "Hey, how you doing?" You know.
But I mean, I did.
Yeah, Jimmy G, I know.
I'm not gonna front though. I did have the overstuffed
Oh,
raviolis. I did have those, though. You know what I'm saying? They were the big guys. I mean, I had 2 kids. I mean,
I'm a grown boy.
Do you think Gronk was like, bro, where'd you meet her? And he's like, I don't know. I saw a nice babe on the beach. I didn't know. He's like, you knew, bro.
yo, bro, you totally knew. You knew. You probably had it say in your phone.
You see that commercial of Gronk, the Tide commercial? He's like, you could empty a whole container of detergent, but it's not good as 2 Tide Pods. I'm like, dude, what are you talking about?
Did he dump the
He dumped a whole container of detergent.
I do every time, you know?
Who does that?
Me.
But 2 Tide Pods are better?
No.
Something like that. I don't
Yo,
know.
why
he had a shaved and bit head. I was like, what happened to Gronk?
Hey, low-key, I do that, though, because I buy, like, the smaller one that's, like, $3, and then I go to the laundromat, like, every 3 weeks, and then I just do it, like, the fucking industrial-sized one that you're supposed to watch.
Yeah, but he was doing, like, the one in your basement.
Oh, that's too much.
And he looked like Johnny after he shaved his own head.
Hey!
He had a wife beater on and a big head.
Nice. That's a good look.
That's a good look. That's why
like that
Gronk's having his like third life crisis right now.
I'm like, I think Gronk has CTE. It's not funny to joke about, but
Hey, I can't wait till Gronk starts his WWE.
hey, Jimmy, nice job, bro.
FaceTime me when you're done doing your FaceTime. You know what I'm saying? Hey,
Fist bump the phone, bro.
I'm joking. FaceTime me in the middle of it.
that's what bros do.
Oh god.
I'm going to screenshot it.
Nice position, bro.
Good form.
Good
Oh,
form.
great angles.
But yeah, that's Jimmy G's
I
out
hope
there.
you're ready for his WWE career, though.
Johnny, can we make this episode 18 and up?
Yeah, this one needs to be.
I mark all of them explicit.
All the way up.
All right.
Nothing can stop Jimmy. He's all the way
hold
up.
on, is that an ice cream truck?
It is. All right, so we're going to take
hold on. Are we picking it up?
We're going to take a quick break to go get some ice cream, guys.
Oh,
all right?
shit. All right,
We'll be right
yeah,
back.
that's fair.
Bringing us back from the break, we bring you from OG's Loaded Pasta Chips. These are house-made pasta chips, lightly fried and layered with Italian cheeses in a hearty 3-meat sauce, topped with cherry peppers and an Alfredo drizzle for extra spray shits.
That was part of this. That wasn't part of the ad. That's just what would happen to me if I
Extra
ate it.
spray shits. Yum.
It's delicious.
So appetizing. What
Our
else do
meat
we
sauces include pan-seared beef and Italian sausage. So you get the best of both worlds.
I also like that it was with Italian cheeses. just the Italian cheeses.
Only Italian cheeses. You got your Parmesan and Romano.
Cheddar, get the fuck out of here.
Loaded pasta chips.
Oh.
Boys, I got a hankering for some OGs right now. I tell you what.
Only $6.99, limited time only.
Italian French fries are pretty good.
That's
It's an actual thing.
Yeah?
Manja made them. Rosemary and garlic and a little Parmesan. Ooh, baby.
Ooh-wee. Boys, I got an idea. Would you guys like to play a game?
You want to play a game?
Yeah.
I'm not wearing any hockey pads.
No, we're in hockey pads. Where's Rachel?
So
Where were the other drunks going?
What about Bane?
One of you holds the Saxonator.
Oh God! All right, Bane can play too if he wants to. I guess it's probably fine.
Is he wearing hockey pads?
I'm not wearing hockey pads.
No, we're in hockey pads.
Why was he always out of breath? You just got here, Batman.
It's what you do that defines you.
Johnny's impression is it's like between Christian Bale and like the Funny or Die version. It's like kind of in between the two.
That's right on for me. That's
pretty good.
Go.
You've made a terrible mistake.
It's pretty good. All right. Anyways,
So, two pretty fringe sports in American culture are the PBA World Bowling Championship
Woo woo.
and the Bassmasters Classic.
Get her done.
So
Get her done.
I think that you guys wouldn't be able to tell the difference between Bassmasters champions and PBA World Bowling champions if I said the names to you.
Like actual champions or just people that compete in the leagues?
Oh, these are going to be champions, my
Okay.
friend.
we're talking top of the line right
These are the best. Okay, I mean, do you guys think you're up for the challenge?
I am.
I'm in.
Can you win? Can you win?
Johnny's guitar.
Johnny's guitar. Okay,
You guys win my bass guitar?
Johnny's guitar.
Oh, that's what we win.
Yeah, Johnny's guitar is the prize. So, first name is this? Now remember, is this a PBA World Bowling Championship bowler or a Bassmasters Classic champion fisherman? Okay. First name, Chris Lane.
That's a standard ass name. How am I supposed to know that?
That's a fisherman.
That's kind of the thing, though, guys.
You're just gonna name standard ass names?
These are champions.
All
These
right.
are all champions.
I'm saying fisherman.
He is the 2012 champion of his sport.
Well, his last name is Lane, so I'm
All right.
hoping he hits the lanes, and I'm gonna say he's a bowler. And I'm gonna say that's a fake name. He just changed it to Lane because he's a bowler.
I'm going Bassmaster.
Chris Lane is a Bassmasters champion.
Yes.
Chris Lane caught a... Man, that is a big old fish, too. I mean,
for the good guys.
51 pounds, 6 ounces for that one. Although, less than a lot of the other ones.
That's a big old bass.
So big old bass. You know, some of that's luck though. So
Well, yeah, I mean, you know, you guys get it.
we fished.
All right.
Throw it out.
So is bowling.
I wonder if they use analytics.
Can we get the Bassmaster Analytics?
Bassmasters Analytics. Well, I'll tell you what, I got the most fish per cast on the tour. I just, I got to get a better catch rate. All right, right now my catch rate's a little down.
People who use a 1 ounce bobber has
Yep.
a 50% chance of catching a bass.
I got to improve my jigger efficiency. All right, right now it's leaving a little bit to be desired out there. I'm leaving some good bass in the water. I tell you what.
People who use a sinker.
Oh man, Sink or swim. You know what they always say.
That's what they say.
Okay, how about this one? Mike Fagan.
Bowler.
Bowler.
Mike Fagan is a bowler. Yes. Mike Fagan, he won his year with a final score in the final game.
Me and Trey know all these guys.
What a Fagan.
Of 252. 252. Okay.
Wow, that's a high score.
Yeah, absolutely. Here we go. Let me pull up another one real quick.
I've
here.
pulled 300 before.
Yeah?
No, you haven't.
You're right, I haven't.
I question if you cracked 150.
I don't know. I don't write down my bowling scores, but
I get them tattooed on my
You don't
arm.
have to write them down.
Yeah, there's a board that keeps track of them for you.
I mean, that was a long time
When you
ago.
go bowling,
I don't
there's
write down my bowling high scores.
No,
Listen, when I bowl, I put all the balls in the lane. I write it down.
I play multi-ball when I bowl.
Multi-ball!
Yeah, we know. You got to strike in the opposite lane one time.
We shared
Pretty
that story.
Yeah,
impressive.
good job.
everyone's pretty proud of it, I think.
done.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just a wee lad,
Couldn't do
too.
that on a million tries.
It's tough. Yeah. That's why Johnny's an expert, okay?
Did it bounce over, or did he just throw it in the wrong
I don't
lane?
know. The guy working the thing was like, if that guy ever comes back, put the bumpers on.
I was bowling overhand.
Overhand?
Yeah,
Were
overhand
you
bowling.
throwing fastballs?
Yeah.
What are you, the most interesting man? He bowls overhand. His blood smells like cologne.
Also,
His cologne smells like blood.
this I don't know why this reminded me, but talking about throwing overhand bowling, this made me think. The song "Glory Days" by John Cougar Mellencamp. You guys might be familiar with it.
I may, but I can't. It's not.
Okay.
I can't
Sing a
think
little.
about it. Can you sing it?
Well, I could sing it, but I'd rather
Don't
not.
sing. Just be like, give me the rhythm. How does it go?
Glory days. Well, they'll pass you by. Glory days. That one.
I don't know that one.
Yeah, I know that one.
Okay. So, I think
Thought it was glycerin.
it's close.
It's I don't glycerin.
Oh, okay, yeah. So
My
that's
my
it.
biggest issue / theory about this song is that John Cougar Mellencamp is a poser. Because in the first verse, he is talking about somebody back in high school. I forget his name. It's like Donnie was a hell of a ball player back in high school.
Glycerin.
And here's my biggest problem. It's this line. The line that follows that one is he goes, "He could throw that speedball by you, make you look like a fool." And I think that he just doesn't know that it's called a fastball. I don't think anyone in John Cougar.
I don't think he knows it's a baseball.
No, I think he's referring to Coke.
Yeah, I was gonna say, maybe he's throwing drugs. He's throwing drugs by you, but then why?
He'd be like, if you can hit this speedball, it's yours.
Why is he throwing drugs around?
You're always
There's always,
to
there's
drugs.
always that guy in the middle who's like, I want to hit, and he's trying to throw it by him. Gotta throw it
He'd
fast.
make you look like a fool.
He will.
As well.
Because you'd be like, oh, sorry, I thought that was my hit.
We didn't last very long in the Bass.
No, I'm sorry. It just reminded me of something I was thinking about because, I feel like he doesn't know baseball at all, and no one in his life cared enough to be like, "Hey, man, no one calls it a speedball. That's not the term for a fast pitch of a baseball." There wasn't it works the same. It's the same number of syllables. It doesn't make the line rhyme or anything. There's no reason to call it a speedball. It's just John Cougar Mellencamp. He doesn't know baseball. That's my theory.
Right.
That's my
Hot
beef.
take.
That's my beef.
That's
okay.
not.
I'm not throwing speedballs.
Yeah.
Throwing fast ones.
All right. So, bowler or fisherman? Doug Kent.
Bowler.
Doug Kent is a bowler. Nice.
Sounds like a superhero name.
Nicely done, you guys.
Like Clark Kent.
Yeah. Oh, he is a superhero bowler. I mean, yeah, it's pretty fantastic.
He's my hero.
All right. See what we got here. You guys are on the mark so far.
Can we also add ass masters? You know what I'm saying, guys?
Yeah, nice.
Slap it. Nice.
Dude, I thought we weren't talking about that anymore.
Sauce Bros.
Sauce Bros.
How about Brian Voss?
Bowler. I know him, actually.
Oh, you went to high school with him?
No, just, I know the name. I've watched a few of his bowls.
Oh.
Well,
I'm going to say darts champion.
No, that's next week.
Cornhole. I'm gonna go Bassmaster.
Yeah,
Calling Gonzo's
I'll go
bluff.
Bassmaster as well.
He is a bowler.
Oh,
he is a bowler.
I watched
Gonzo's
him, man.
4 for 4.
Gonzo's a big fan of the 1988 championship that Brian Voss won over Todd Thompson.
What are you, 1 year old?
Yeah.
Dude, I watched the classics.
Big 1988 fan.
I remember that was on ESPN Classic. They used to rerun that one. It was a great match.
Hold up. How many of these bowlers and Bassmaster champions do you think were in attendance when Josh Hader got a standing ovation at Miller Park?
Oh, man. At least a couple.
Every single one.
Can we talk about him getting a standing ovation?
Standing ovation.
Oh, sorry. I derailed the whole segment.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
This is something I want to talk about.
It's something worth talking about.
This segment was
I think.
only in place to make up other segments.
Yeah, I think it's worth talking about. Yeah, the Josh Hader standing O.
So why? Why did he get a standing ovation?
I think that's the $1 million question, right?
I can easily answer that.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Because the city of Milwaukee, well, whatever, the fans that were in attendance were proud of him for apologizing for his mistake, and were happy to see him back on the team. That's the only thing I can.
What is he supposed to do?
take
Not
from it.
apologize? Be like, yeah, I meant it.
Yeah, just like double down on it and be like, I said what I said.
I meant it.
Yep.
Here's the thing.
I do hate gay people.
Where's he from?
He's from Maryland.
No, okay.
15 minutes outside of Baltimore, apparently.
Huh.
Which
Well,
is interesting.
everything in Maryland's 15 minutes outside of Baltimore.
Good point.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, though,
That's
with
what
that
they
whole
learned from The Wire.
situation. Terrible, yes. Surprising to me, no.
Thank you.
Not at all.
That's been one of my
Not
biggest.
at all. If you would have gave me multiple choice, is Josh Hader going to get A, booed, B, standing ovation, C, nothing happens? I would go standing ovation every single
But
time.
that's not...
Yeah, that shouldn't be one of the options.
Yeah, it shouldn't be like...
I agree, but it's not, to me, it's terrible, but it's not surprising.
Would it happen at Wrigley?
Probably.
You think so?
Yeah,
You're
probably.
right.
I think it would happen in most sporting events because the average sport fan is generally stupid.
It's pretty fair.
Hey, keep listening to our podcast.
Sorry, audience. but-
Idiots.
Yeah.
I'm an idiot too, but I'm just saying the general sports fan doesn't really do their research, and they probably like, oh, he did something when he was 17, and he's forgiven now.
Yep.
Without knowing
maybe-
specifically what it was.
They read headlines.
Maybe like a few claps, like, way to go.
Just like a standard new guy
No,
coming into
hold
the
on.
game.
Golf
Hold
clap,
on. My
like,
point
hey,
to this is...
You apologize. Way to go.
When does a guy get a standing O in sports?
When he gets inducted into the Hall of Fame.
Okay.
Not
when he-
quite that rarely, but
When he
Okay,
comes
that's
back, when he-
one. I mean, I
When
was
he
gonna
comes
say,
back to his team.
when he has like a masterful performance.
Yeah.
He was
Yup.
suspended for one game, though.
Oh, no, hold on. Just stay with me for a second. Or if he, like, gets injured and he, like, has a thumb up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
When has a guy ever gotten legal trouble? Or not, I guess not legal,
Off-field trouble, we'll say.
off-field trouble, and came back and it was like a standing O, like
It's weird.
I don't even know. Guys maybe got standing O's for like coming back from steroids. Maybe I don't even know.
Sammy Sosa, did he get a... I
But
mean, he
this
didn't,
is
like,
like-
come back.
But
while
this
he
is
was
way
playing.
worse than taking steroids.
Yeah. The appropriate response, I think we can all agree, would to do nothing.
Do nothing.
Yeah.
You don't need
Ladies
to
and
boo 'em.
gentlemen, Josh Hader. Silence.
Yep. Like most relievers coming into a game are greeted with pretty...
Yeah, Josh Hader.
Yeah.
No, I feel like there were fans there that I'm sure did nothing. There were fans there that I'm sure clapped because they didn't fully understand the gravity of the situation, and there were fans there that clapped because they're racist. I'm fully confident that.
I think it's a bad look from Milwaukee, period.
Well, obviously.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of bad looks. I mean, Sterling Brown.
Milwaukee's the second most segregated city in the U.S.
Yep.
pretty
I was listening
bad
to
look.
PTI today. I'm not going to shout out PTI.
You
Shout
always
out
do.
to Michael Wilbon.
Why don't you
Wilbon
ask us
was
when
like-
Dean Ambrose is coming back?
Tony Kornheiser went on that rant about what's her name? Why is she always wearing go-go skirts? That was a terrible Tony Kornheiser impression. What's her name?
always wearing
Hannah Storm? Hannah Storm.
Oh, yeah,
He
yeah,
went on that rant.
yeah.
Anyway,
Anyways.
Johnny, get to your point.
I love PTI, by the way. Wilbon was like, Milwaukee's a great city. Like, everybody gets along. I was like, I don't know about that, buddy. Milwaukee's one of the most segregated cities in the country, so.
Yeah, but when you go to certain places, it looks different.
Exactly. I was thinking, like, you've only been to, like, Miller Park and out.
Yep, like maybe Bradley Center.
Bradley Center and
yeah.
out. Like, you haven't stayed in the city. Not
Yeah.
saying it's, like,
But
terrible.
I think that's the case of most out of town. That's why I think
Out
you're
of
getting-
town stupid.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you. That's my biggest thing is that like the shock by this, the surprise by this, like the hot takery like surrounding it, it's a lot of out-of-town stupid because, like Trey said, I wasn't surprised. I wasn't even remotely surprised. I was like, like, is it disappointing? It's horrifically disappointing. Is it awful? Yeah, it's awful. Like, I don't know what people expected, I guess. Like, yeah, it's a good call-out, maybe to make people more self-aware. But I couldn't have imagined a scenario where he got booed. That would have been, no way. That never would have happened.
I mean, we've all done stupid stuff when we were 17, 18, 16, you know, whatever. But, hold on. But we didn't get applauded for it. I mean, he apologized, and that's great. And maybe he doesn't feel that way anymore. But I just don't think that he deserved a standing ovation. I mean, that's pretty
think
obvious.
Another big part is he was never like saw like minorities around him because he did it when he was 17.
He lived 15 minutes outside of Baltimore. I'm pretty sure he saw some minorities.
Are you sure 15
him.
minutes outside
of Baltimore?
I don't know. He lived in Maryland, so like you said.
That's beside the point.
I think he had time now that his friends and teammates are minorities. He probably was like, okay, these people are just like me.
It says a lot about his parents, too, because he was 17 at the time.
Yeah, that's true.
Why don't you blow up your Twitter?
Yeah, nuke your Twitter.
Wait, that's a whole other conversation.
Yeah, can't you delete tweets?
The first
you could delete all of your Twitter.
The first thing that you should do when you get famous is nuke your Twitter.
Every time.
Every single time.
Should we nuke ours? 100%. Are we getting famous enough?
No, we have how many followers? Like 20?
All right.
Or maybe if you become president, you should delete your past Twitter and
use
the president of the United States.
Use the POTUS one. I agree.
Because if you go back in his history, he contradicts himself.
Yeah.
There's a subreddit called Trump Criticizes Trump,
yeah.
where when he does something, they go back to his old tweets when he said
quote it.
I'm not going to delete my Twitter. It's huge. It's so huge.
It's like hugest Twitter.
Somebody once said, I would never go, he said back in the day, I would never go to North Korea with crazy Dennis Rodman. I would never go see that shithole of a country. Maybe not that much, but...
He said shithole countries more than once.
Yeah.
That's in his vocabulary.
That's a Trump line. Yeah, that's why shithole country is a thing.
He's a stable genius.
He's a
very stable genius, sir.
Very stable at that.
Then he was calling out Iran over Twitter in all caps. Did you see that?
Yeah,
All right, we're getting too political.
Yeah, sorry.
Right. No, we're not going to go there.
Here's my question. I mean, I think the answer is somewhat obvious. How does this situation get handled? Or I guess how does this situation get handled differently if Josh Hader is not good? If Josh Hader is like Matt Albers or Dan Jennings, how does the situation get handled? Do the Brewers get us out in front? Do they have all of his minority teammates stand behind him during his press conference?
I think they probably
what happens?
Send him down.
They might send him down.
Yeah.
Or just find a way to get him off the team somehow. I mean, it's not that easy, but...
Yeah, baseball's guaranteed.
Yeah.
For life.
But I think that
I'll play for keeps.
Play for keeps.
I think part of the tone deafness on this is, and the Brewers would never admit it, is that they wanted to pull out all the stops because Hader is good at baseball. And I think that they were willing to sweep any of these potential character issues under the rug. As long as the guys on the team could still play with him, they were going to just go full steam ahead and try to make it a non-issue.
Yeah.
And I think that's...
Is somebody's phone going off?
I don't think so.
Oh, that's mine. Let me
There's
go.
like music playing in the back. Oh, he's got to buy a beer. Stone
no,
Cold.
Goddamn, gotta buy some beer.
Owes us a cold one.
I think David Stearns was like the only person that handled it relatively well with his statement, but I still think that Josh Hader's statement should have came before his.
Before the Stern statement, you mean? Yeah.
I know what he's trying to do, and I know it's his job to do that, but I feel like he also could have told Josh, hey, Josh, look, man, this is unacceptable. We need you to issue an apology, and we'd like to hear from you right away.
Yeah.
I don't know, something like that.
It's pretty. It's just there's nothing really positive there. It's discouraging. The way it was handled was poor. The way it was reacted to was poor. It's just an
ugly situation.
Yeah, it's a horrific situation to have. I don't know. I have a lot of thoughts on it. I have a lot. I don't. Like you said though, I don't know that this it's Milwaukee is in the spotlight for it now. I don't know that if this happens in 29 other cities, how differently it's handled there. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think there's.
What if it happened in Baltimore?
I don't know. It's hard to say. I think the majority, though. I think the majority of MLB cities would have gave him a standing ovation. I think it was worse in Milwaukee because of the situation and the how it's segregated it is. But I think it would have happened at at the majority of MLB stadiums.
Yeah, because
he's a star player.
Because let's not pretend that last year fans in Boston didn't throw bananas at Andrew Jones or at Adam Jones and say he said that this isn't the first time it's happened, and every time he plays in Boston he gets called the N-word. Like, let's not pretend that this is an isolated incident. Let's not pretend this is an incident isolated to baseball, man. This is a cultural thing that's happening, man. Like, if you want to say like, oh, racism's not a problem, like that means it's not a problem in your life.
Boston's a whole different animal.
Yeah, Boston might be the worst.
Should we talk about Gordon Hayward signing with New Balance, or did he actually sign?
I haven't. I can check.
That would just be great.
Last I heard, they had sent the offer and kind of were waiting.
Because I think we're done on the Josh Hader thing.
Yeah, I think we've covered everything. Like, I don't have much more to say on it. I could talk about it for another hour.
Yeah.
But I mean, as far as like trying to encapsulate it in a short, somewhat digestible format, I think we've covered a lot of that ground.
And I also remembered something that I want to talk about that I forgot.
Yeah.
My boy, I gotta say it because I'm wearing an Italy shirt.
Yes.
Francesco Molinari.
The British Open.
In the British Open. Pulling through by just playing very steady, consistent golf.
That was amazing.
I'm
golf.
probably the biggest golf fan here. I watched.
That was
most
amazing.
tournaments.
Making par after par, man.
This short little,
Just
fat
pouring 'em in.
Italian guy. I love it.
I've never seen anybody just consistent. Everybody loses one hole by like double bogey. They
Yep.
have a bad round or a bad hole. Never.
Yep.
He was so consistent. It was
Did he have any like good holes, or they were just all?
He had like 2 birdies, I think, wasn't it?
He had a rough Saturday, I think it was, or Friday, and where he was like bogey, 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 birdie, par, bogey, par, and then it's like on Sunday, or I think it was Saturday and Sunday, definitely Sunday. I think he just was like 1 under or 2 under.
Yeah, because
And
he
just
started
played
off
steady.
his round with 11 straight pars.
11 straight pars. Yeah, that was. But also there was a little moment in time where Tiger Woods was the solo leader.
God, I wanted
and
Tiger to
Jordan
win so bad.
Spieth was right behind him, and we thought we were gonna get what we wanted. And somebody was texting me. Shouts out to Big Mark. He was texting me. Wait for the Tiger collapse. It's gonna happen. And Tiger explained his round after the round beautifully because he said, I thought the score to win was going to be 9 under, and I believe Francesco was 8 under.
Yeah.
And
to win.
in order to do that, I needed to go for it on these holes to get to 9 under, and I wasn't able to do that today. So,
to me, the worst part of the round was the double. That's what killed him. On the front 9, though, like we said, man, there was some vintage Tiger.
Oh
Like,
yeah, there were some shots where I was like, he's back.
yeah, I also thought he was going to throw his back out several times swinging that hard. I'm like,
Oh my
this
God,
guy
when
is going to get
Was
injured.
that shot out of the bunker
bunker.
where he hit it to
Out
the
of the-
green, then
out
he
of
whipped
the-
his club
yep.
back?
Out of the fairway bunker. That was one of, like I said, if he had gone on to win, that would have been the shot that got shown forever. Because that shot was like, you could have ripped that from like 2003 and I would have believed you. I would have thought that was Tiger like 15 years ago. Because it looked, for a moment in time, and like it's just like...
Is it like when Kobe dunked?
It's like 81. This is the thing, like, and this is the, like, Tiger is the only golfer that I have any sort of emotional connection to.
Yeah.
Tiger Woods is like a time capsule for me. Tiger Woods being in contention in a major for like a brief moment makes me feel like I'm 15 years old again.
Yeah.
I'm excited about golf. And like there's a lot of really good golfers now, and I'll watch golf periodically, and I appreciate like a lot of the young talent that there is. There's a ton of it. Golf's in a really good spot, but nothing makes me feel the way that Tiger competing and like contending.
Sometimes
I disagree about golf. I think it's in a bad spot. Nobody excites me.
I think it's getting better.
Not a single person
Also,
excites me.
by the
You
way,
know, like
Tiger
Ricky
That's coming from a guy who doesn't watch too much golf. I'm just saying golf's not exciting to me. Unless
I
Tiger's
think
in
it's
it.
getting more and more
There's
exciting.
a ton of good young
Jordan
golfers.
Spieth, Dustin
I think
Johnson,
Jordan Spieth's just boring
Jason
to
Day.
me.
I love Spieth. He's
Wait,
so competitive.
Duffner Day.
I love
like,
listening to Spieth after he
No
hits
one
a shot. He
mentioned my
goes,
boy,
"What's that?"
Ricky Fowler.
Ricky Fowler. I love
Fowler.
Ricky Fowler too.
Is Rory McIlroy done?
Yeah, no, he was golfing great.
He was charging
Yeah, he was
at a part of
charging.
the British Open.
All right. What were you going to say about
Spieth,
Spieth?
when he hits a shot, it's really fun because he's like, one hop, then stop. Bite. He'll
Yell at it.
He'll let you know before his ball hits the ground what he wants it to do, and I think that's kind of cool. Also with Tiger Woods,
golfers
by the
know
way,
that,
Tiger
bro.
Woods is a terrible person, but he's trying to get better.
Yeah.
one thing that I thought was interesting with Tiger was when he hit those couple shots that just went, I think it was right both times, but just almost out of bounds.
Yeah.
And, back in the day, it would have been a profanity-laced
God damn it, Tiger.
And he was just like, you did it again, Tiger.
How about when the guy shouted during his backswing, and he was just like, "What are you doing?"
Yeah, he goes, what are you doing?
His comments were so funny.
Yep.
What are you doing?
But the thing was, he hit a great shot on it.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
If that was a bad shot,
Yep.
we'd still be talking about that. I
They
mean,
were saying,
but
people,
to a different degree.
People were like, we would have hunted that guy down if Tiger screwed. If Tiger was like still like in the lead and like he like hit a shot out of bounds there, that guy would have like Twitter would have like found his family.
What about that child making noise during Xander
Oh,
Schauffele's?
yeah. I kept thinking, like, get the kid out of there.
What did
the kid kept crying.
He's like crying, right?
Yeah, he's crying, and then like
I think it was a she.
the guy he had to.
That's white
who,
people,
who was taking the shot? He kept,
Xander Schauffele, I think is how you pronounce
Schauffele, yeah.
was that the guy who was like Asian, kind of?
He looks sort of Asian, but
That's
I don't want to.
He quickly evolved into one of my favorite players when he said shit after he missed a shot. I was like, yeah,
That's
this guy
how you judge
gets
who
it.
you like.
The announcer's like, whoops.
If a guy let profanity slip or not. Yeah.
Oh, if you YouTube like Tiger Woods, like bloopers. The announcer's
Bloopers.
reactions are.
Bad shots, you can spin that as bloopers. Like, yeah.
Oh, the announcer's responses are priceless. Oh boy.
What? That was my favorite one for sure.
And I liked
What
when
are you doing?
What are you doing? I liked when Xander went up to hit the ball. The baby started crying. He like took a step back and he
left.
He said something nice to the kid. It was kind of.
Also, Trey,
Hey,
maybe
go fuck yourself.
yeah, maybe you can help me with this.
Said sure. You got to keep it down now.
Give him a
Something like
cigarette.
Why do golfers like do this when they're on the green? I noticed this a lot in the final round. They'll be like lined up for a shot, and like they'll just like violently like swat the air like above the ball. Like I saw that like several times by like different people too.
Got to get the bugs.
Is that what it, like bugs are like ruining like their like read of like a putt or something? Like I don't understand.
That's the only thing I can think
That's
of.
my best guess. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's probably a bug.
You gotta test the wind.
I saw it a couple times. Like
See if you can control it.
There was a lot of backing off putts in this tournament, and I don't know if that had a lot to do with the greens and how they were playing, but it seemed like a lot of guys were just backing off. I don't know if they like a lot of misreads, so maybe that's what it was.
When are they
That
going to
was
get?
interesting.
When are they going to get like 3D animations of the greens, like you would do in like Tiger Woods PGA Tour?
they have those
they
already.
did that on the one.
Yeah.
I remember I saw one for sure where they showed us Tiger had like a 45-foot putt, and they showed the line he would have to do to make it, and he basically would have to hit it like to the edge of the. It would almost have to go off the green, and he like hit it, and he didn't hit it quite that far to the outside, and he ended up missing it like to the other side. Like it basically went exactly the way they showed it.
Good. I want to see more.
Is that what we need in sports? Like all our favorite sports are like the closest to video games because video games.
Well, you know what the next thing in sports is?
What?
It's going to be the VR.
VR experience.
Sitting right next to courtside, you put a VR thing
Yeah,
there.
but
and
then
you're
you
in the
take
game.
it off and your buddy's got his shirt off.
Dude, they might.
I've seen the commercial. Yeah.
Dude, they mic'd up Mookie Betts in preseason baseball, and it was awesome.
Yeah, they need
He
to
was
start
like,
doing more mic
remember
ups.
he was I don't know if anybody saw it, but he was talking to the commentators. They were interviewing him as he's playing outfield. He goes, "I'll be right back, guys. Gotta go catch this."
They did
was
that
awesome.
They did that during the All-Star game too, with one of the outfielders. It was pretty great.
Yeah.
I like that.
Also with golf, I don't know if anybody caught it, but a couple tournaments ago, Phil Mickelson hit that putt and it went past the hole, and he ran after it while it was still moving.
We covered that.
Whacked
Yeah.
it again, and then hit it again and then did his little thumbs up after he was done. The people were pissed.
I
Yeah.
thought it was
I
funny.
thought it was hilarious.
There was a lot of rules police on that one. Yeah.
Oh man, the golf aficionados.
disgracing the game. Like whatever.
Relax, you probably done that on the golf course.
Relax.
You-
RELAX.
He knew it's not
All
like
right, Rogers.
it's not like he was in contention. He wasn't like in the top five. You know, like he was like whatever.
Well, that was the tournament. I forget which one it was, where the greens were just crazy. U.S. Open, maybe.
Yep, I think it was the U.S. Open. I think that was the one.
Yeah.
That's tennis.
There's two.
Come on, guys.
There's
More
two.
than one kind of
There's
US
two. There's two U.S. Opens. This is crazy. It's groundbreaking stuff here.
It's tennis.
It's tennis.
We gonna talk about Tony Romo winning the Kenosha County Open or whatever.
No.
Did he win the Kenosha
It
County
was like
Open?
The Racine Tri-County Tri-Course. Yeah,
Racine Tri-Course.
Did he really win that?
Yeah, he won it.
a while ago.
Good
Yeah.
for Big Romo.
Tony's
Kind of a dick move.
Tony, you're really good. What are you doing here?
I know. I'm gonna take you guys' money. I need this $800.
I'm sure he
I'm like,
I'm
Tony.
sure he donated it.
Dallas could still use you.
Yeah.
On the golf course.
That's actually that's a shame that Tony Romo retired, because I think Dak Prescott was brought back to reality, and if Tony Romo got to play with that offensive line,
Oh yeah, I think Romo.
and that run game, I know you're a Dak Prescott fan.
Yeah, I think Romo's
You got him on
on
your
years.
fantasy team, don't you?
No, I traded him.
I think
got a
You trade
first-round
everybody.
pick.
Yeah.
Who's your starting quarterback? Davis Webb?
Pat Mahomes,
Oh, Pat Mahomes.
Blake Bortles.
Blake Bortles, and
Case Keenum.
yeah.
Doesn't the entire league hate you for tanking in your dynasty league?
No, John takes the cake for people hating him.
Yeah. I don't think anyone cared about the tanking.
I think just your
honestly.
brother was
You
pissed for a little
tank
bit.
in a fantasy football league.
I got
I didn't have
Gonzo
a
this
cho-
week, guys. Easy win.
I didn't have a choice.
In a dynasty league, tanking for sure makes sense. Yeah.
That makes sense, totally.
You keep your entire team, and you
I
get
got
the number one pick.
Saquon Barkley.
Yeah. Worked out pretty well.
You play to win the game.
Except when you're
Not-
not going to
every week.
Not always.
You know whose team I took over?
Who?
Your
Anyways.
boy.
Your boys, yeah.
Anyways, who
Your
cares?
boy. Your boy.
That's your man.
Johnny, do you have Now That's What I Call a Hit on your My Music albums?
Yeah.
Scroll down. What
No,
song
that's
is
what
that?
I call Hits
Scroll
Volume
down.
1. What is that?
Is that now? Yeah, is that now volume 1?
Don't play it. Just scroll down so we can see the.
Top 10 singles collection.
Peter Katera.
What the fuck are you listening to?
I don't know what this is.
All right, turn it on.
Can that be our outro?
Oh, it's Careless Whisper.
Oh, it's George Michael.
Nice. That was on the original now.
Oh, there it is.
Nice.
Oh,
Wow.
It's gotta be the outro.
that now we just earned like a hard.
Hey, that was gonna be the outro.
No, we can't. We'll get sued.
Oh,
We
Well, I already did
don't tell anybody
I
we
already
played
did
that
an
right now.
OG ad, so.
I think just playing Careless Whisper gets you an NC-17 rating too.
Yeah.
It's extremely sexual.
Hey guys, this guy doesn't like George Michael. Boo!
I'm never gonna dance again.
That is sultry. My God.
Guilty feet and I got no rhythm.
We do the Jimmy Garoppolo version. Never gonna date a porn star again.
My life's a lot different now that I'm famous.
Gronk's in the background. Do it, bro.
Do it nice.
Gronk's got the ad-libs.
Day 2.
That's right. Gronk, Young Jesus.
Gronk is Young Jeezy? Yeah, hold
I
on.
know what it is.
Gronk is just Young Jeezy making ads.
Gronk, Young Jeezy. That's
Hey-
awesome.
Hey, do you
Can we get that going?
follow? What's it? Help me out on this one, AJ. The Who Teach Jeezy lyrics every morning.
Oh, Jay Billis.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
100%.
Starts his day off. I mean, that's a great way to start any day.
I
quite
gotta go
frankly.
to work.
Yep. Yeah, if you want to like
work.
get yourself going in the morning, man, a little Jeezy will do the trick. That'll
Show.
that'll get you rolling. Yeah, that'll get you rolling.
Hey, is there anything else we should talk about?
Yeah, anything else?
I
you wanna
gotta go.
cover? Anything
You
else?
gotta go?
I gotta go.
Anything else you want to? No, nothing.
I don't
Hold
think
on.
so.
Do I got
Hey,
anything
by the
else?
way,
I'm
like
checking
I
my
said, I
list.
mentioned this during the break, but week from today, first NFL preseason
First
game.
preseason game.
We basically made it. We basically made it.
Gonna be watching
NFL?
Lamar Jackson, Anthony Miller. Who else we got? Tariq Cohen.
Mitch Trubisky will probably play three plays. You know, yeah.
Might
That's
not even play. But
Trubisky!
we will see a fair amount of Chase Daniel, so that's exciting.
That's like I'm pretty excited for that.
I'm
yeah.
gonna go get you a Chase Daniel jersey.
Does Kevin White make it through the Hall of Fame game?
All right, I'm just gonna.
Sorry,
Does Kevin
No.
White make it through
By the way,
one
I'm
preseason game?
Definitely not getting a Chase Daniel jersey. Go Pack. I don't know if he
Pack,
does though,
go.
AJ.
Let's say it's gonna be tough.
Hey, but listen, Marc Gasol helped rescue migrants from drowning in the Mediterranean. That's what
Migraines? Migraines were drowning?
Yeah.
That's
Migraines.
good.
Good, yeah.
migrants.
oh migrants.
Oh, migrants. Oh.
Migrants.
Oh.
Sorry, I didn't pronounce it.
Mark, my migraine's drowning. Go get it.
I don't know why you'd want to save their migraine,
Going
but
to get your
okay.
migraine.
I'll go get it for you now. Yes.
Am I reading it wrong?
Good
Sounds
for
slightly
Mark.
Russian,
Yeah. Mark's a good guy. Good
It
guy.
says
Gasol.
migraines.
Good guy Gasol.
Migrant.
Migrant.
Migrant. Migrant.
Mike. Well.
Migrants.
That's what I said.
Oh, my Lanta.
All right.
But I just, that's cool. Good for Mark.
Go for Mark.
Saving all those migrants.
Saving all the migraines.
Probably, just throwing a shoe to him and pulling him up.
All right.
On that note, oh boy,
Yeah.
stick with us. Hang with. We'll get there. Sometimes, some days you hit 2 home runs. Some days, Johnny, give me a cliche to go on.
Oh,
Got all your balls on the table. You
No.
put all the powder in the keg.
All right, sometimes you gotta
No,
put all
use
the
that
powder in
one,
the
use
keg.
that
three
one.
powder keg references.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I can't just come up with one on the
come
spot.
on!
It's
Come
like
on,
when I'm
Sauce Bros.
talking, one comes up.
Come on, Sauce Bros.
I was
some Francesco Molinari.
All right, I'm going to throw it around, but by the time we get back to you, you better have one for me, okay? So signing off from Jabroni Sports, I'm AJ Firstenow.
Trey Montuano.
Gonzo.
At G Baby LaFleur. And I don't have one.
He's got nothing.
I got nothing.
You got no Johnny-isms? You want to put all your
No, come
marbles
on.
in a basket?
You better have one.